Yo, welcome to Simple Basketball. It's your boy P. You know what it is. Now hit the subscribe button. Hit it down below, right or left. I don't know. But y'all know the deal. So let's get it. Today we're gonna talk about we're gonna start with the first day from the last round of the regular season in EuroLeague. So you have we're gonna start with Bayern Munich versus Fenerbahce. So this game was a must-win game for both teams. Actually. Even though all the top 10 teams are set, so the teams that are going to the playoffs or will be in the play are already set. But y'all still fighting for seeding, home court advantage for the playing game or the first round, quarterfinals. So crazy enough, I think all the games matter. Even if you're the number one seed and you play the team in the 16th place, still today matters for everybody. So first we can start with the Fenerbahce. They're on the second. They're on the second spot. So they have to win today. They have to win so they can pass Olympiacos then on the first place. If Olympiacos lost, which we're gonna talk about the game after. So Fenerbahce came out ready, smoking, hot start. This start, of course, they helped because Bayern Munich, I think they started with the first four possessions, three of them was turnover. I was like, what's going on? And so they got a bad start, really bad start for this type of the magnitude of the game, and they need, in a must-win game like this on your home court, especially the way y'all lost in Israel last week, y'all should start better. But they got a bad start, so Fenerbahce took off. Like Fenerbahce had great passing game, like tempo, the ball was moving, like everything looks amazing. Like they look really dominant in the first half. So I don't have to go through quarter for quarter. Like I'm not gonna do that. But Fenerbahce was cooking, and they basically controlled the game. To be honest, I felt it's not much they used to do. I'm gonna look for. I mean, they had this Hayes Davis he was killing by Munich the first half. Him and McCollum. I don't know if it's CJ McCollum brother or something. I don't know. It might be. I think I already got a brother that's supposed to be good. So maybe it is him. If he's him, it makes sense because he was out there hooping first half. So the way they just aggressive. Like they were running great plays, all that. So, and they were decisive, sharp, like Fenerbahce. You can tell. I think this is my second game watching them, but you can tell why they're on second place. Like they were really good. Everything just looked like on a whole other level. They'll probably beat a lot of NBA teams. I bet you that for sure. The way they were playing. But second half, same thing. Fenerbahce kept cooking. McCollum and Hayes Davis, they were hitting everything. It's still in the third quarter. But Bayern Munich, you knew they weren't going away. Especially Bayern Munich lost last game on a comeback. Like Maccabi came back on a comeback. So, and now you're down 16, 19, 20 points. Like it just felt like, yo, this is the way y'all gotta catch the momentum. Y'all gotta find a way. Y'all gotta dig deep because the playoffs. I don't know when it starts. I don't think it's far away. Probably after Easter or before Easter. So next week or 2 weeks, something like that. So they had to do it. So finally, the coach actually he made a great sub. Giffey for Bayern Munich. He came in hot. Like he gave them a huge spark. Like hitting threes. He hit nice shots. Like he hit some threes that made it a little interesting. And and then of course that forced Fenerbahce to take a timeout, and that was in the end of the third. Like before close to back, the 3 minute mark in the third quarter, something like that. That's what you can see though, okay, Bayern Munich is starting to catch rhythm again. So to say that, just to point out, like I'm rooting for this guy. I don't know how his career went after he went and left NBA, but he been in Europe. Napier wasn't there. Mentally, he wasn't there. I don't know what's going on. Like I felt like he's low key holding Bayern Munich back from actually playing good basketball. And there's a reason why he got subbed up and they start playing better after a while. Like, shout out to him, like, respect for him. I wish him well, like, and let's hope he have a great playoffs or something. But he was messing around too much. Like, he had 2 turnovers in a row, like, at some point. I was like, yo, like, you can just, it just felt everything, all these turnovers just looked stupid about the way he was turning. Now, I'm saying that because he's a great player. He's supposed to be a great player and a point guard too, so it's not acceptable, from a point guard on that level. My bad, Al. He was messing up, but I got pointed out at least. So Hayes Davis was doing the thing, and I say Hayes Davis. My bad, Giffey. Yeah, Giffey was more. Giffey got going. Like he hit shots, and Devin Booker, he played well. He played really well. I think he probably had like 15 points something. Like he did a great job. And then Carson Edwards got going, man. Yeah, he caught fire like from the last game or something. You can tell Carson Edwards is the superstar on the team. Right? That's what I bet it is because he hit one logo 3 that, like, yeah, that logo 3 was like, I'm him. Like you can tell he just hit one shot, or 2 shots. And he caught that and transition, like he could do something else, but you knew he already knew that this one is going up, and he went up. Like he got going in a nice way because when they were down a lot, he started to attack. Got some powerful layups. He's strong, he looked like a football nigga, like we were saying. Like he just jumping into the bigs, moving them up the way, and one here and there got going, and then he started hitting shots. And when he hit that logo 3, was like, okay, here comes Bayern Munich. They're back. But a team like Fenerbahce, they're not gonna lose a big lead like that. Like this is when you see real contenders. Like everybody in this tournament or in EuroLeague are contenders in their countries. But now being contender in EuroLeague is different. So you can tell that, okay, Fenerbahce is going to drop this game. Damn, like, Carson Edwards is going to keep going crazy. And I felt like after last game, I don't know if they have played any games in their own league before this game or something like that. But after the Maccabi game, everybody know he was probably the player of the week. No, it was Kendrick Nunn, but I think he hit like 9 threes or something like that. And I feel like when he gets going, he's settling big time. When you're hearing his shots, you're gonna shoot it, but it's like he just stick to it. Like because he was attacking, making layups, and then he started making his threes with Giffey. They come back, and then from nowhere, like after he hit that logo 3. They got into like, okay, Edwards, bring us on. 1-on-1. I don't mind 1-on-1 at all. I actually love it. But I just felt like you could put him in a better position before. So when he catch the ball to go 1-on-1, he can probably get something close to the rim, at least a mid-range, something. Because after that logo 3, you didn't see him attack the basket the rest of the game, which I felt was bad. But so after they came back, they got 2 big turnovers, one after another, which didn't help anybody. So that's why I mentioned the guy Napier. I think he ended up with 4 or 5 turnovers. Like that's why I feel bad for them. It's like they came back and one of them he just trying to do a handoff. Like it just looked half sloppy. I'm not gonna say it was super foolish stuff, but it looked like half sloppy. So, but yeah. So after those 2 turnovers, Fenerbahce is Fenerbahce. Then they gathered themselves and they took control again and basically closed it up. Like you can tell that after you have those two big turnovers, Fenerbahce not just gonna hand you over the game. So yeah, congratulations to Fenerbahce that won the game. So Bayern Munich, I think they're like I don't know I think in the 9th place. They're gonna be in the play-in, so that's gonna be interesting. Depends on who they play. They'll play somebody, but yeah, let's jump to the next game. Maccabi Olympiacos. That was a nice game. See, that was a really nice game actually. Maccabi started off hot. They came off guns blazing, hitting everything, forced Olympiacos to take a timeout. But Olympiacos is the number 1 team. Don't forget that. So Olympiacos, they got ballers. They got some dude named Alex Pires or something like that. I haven't heard of, but he looks like one of the best players in Europe right now. He came up a 33-point game or something like that. They got Fournier. Yo, we all know Fournier is a top dog. A good NBA guard. Now he's in the Olympiacos. What surprised me was Fournier didn't start. So I don't know what's going on. Like, I can understand that you don't want him to be your main point guard for 40 minutes because he's a scorer. He's a microwave. He comes when he's in the game. That ball is going up. Like, he's gonna make great decisions. He's not like he's forcing shots. He's gonna take good shots. But most of them will go in. And so the Maccabi forced them to a timeout. Like a top team do, they adjusted right away, came back, and they had a smooth tempo, like the way they were moving the ball. Like, I'm not gonna say they were moving the ball fast, they were just moving really good control. Everybody is in great position, like the way they were coming off those staggers or floppy picks, and then going right to a pick and roll. Like, everything just looked amazing, to be honest. And so Olympiacos they had a quick response right after the timeout. Bam, they came back, showed that we're the number 1 team for a reason. Took control of the game, like they took the lead right away. Like, okay, so there's a reason why they are who they are. And then Fournier came off the bench with a huge spark. Like, he came in. Like, he got Fournier been in the game for a minute, man. He came off some staggers, like just catching the ball all net, like just throwing that motherfucker up like nothing, man. Like, that was really nice, to be honest. So it was nice to see him do that. Came up, hit his shots after shots. After a while, you can tell that when he comes in the game, they don't feel like subbing him out. That's the thing. Like, you can tell when he's in the game, he's gonna stay in the game. So he got into the game when it was like, I think it was maybe 4 to 3 minutes left of the first quarter, and they kept him in the game to the end of the second. Like, he's balling. He was balling. So now they have full control. But Maccabi was responding. Like, they were responding. And Maccabi, I don't even think they had anything to play for, to be honest. And that's what's actually cool. Like, here's the thing. They already are in the playoff contention, we'll put it that way. But Europe is a big continent. Like, it's not like you're just gonna throw games, give away games. It's still a EuroLeague game, still a TV game. So that's what's nice about it, no matter what. So they came out, everybody had a full squad. Olympiacos had full squad. Maccabi had full squad, and they played to the end. Like, they were fighting through the whole game. Like, this game was tight. The whole game was a tight game, actually. So, same, and Max, I don't know what his first name is, I forgot, but the big guy in Olympiacos, he was balling. Like, he was playing big in the second half. You can tell when he got the ball, playing the pass, when he was playing big, straight up. Like, he was catching that ball, dunking it. Like, he was really nice, impressive. He's not even that tall, like, for a big guy. Okay? He's big though, but so he don't look that tall, and he don't even jump that high, but still, like, he gets the job done, because if if you're a big guy in Olympiacos, if they actually sign you, see in Europe they don't sign like if they sign you, you somebody, you legit, sorry, all that. So he was hooping, and but then Maccabi, yeah, they were still fighting. I like the big guy Trayvon Williams, something like that. I think he had like a double-double, 17 points, and 10 rebounds, 13 rebounds, something like that. He was grabbing big offensive rebounds. Like he kept him in the game. Kept him in the game. And yeah, and then second half. Still at the end of the third quarter, Fournier came in, took over again. Like Fournier, yeah, listen, I played against him. He probably don't remember, but I actually played against him twice. It's nice to see him still balling. Like, he looks the same. And now I'm talking 14 years later, niggas still look the same. Like, he's doing the same shit, super under control, but he mastered his craft on another level. What stood out for me was he was balling and he was making everything. I think he only missed like 3 shots the whole game. And off the bench, he had the game high in scores. Like he was the best. Like he got most points in the game. Like he was hooping. So I'm really happy for him. The way he was balling, I can tell. Listen, I'm just gonna give you a quick prediction. If Olympiacos win the whole thing, he's gonna be one of the key players in the key moments that's gonna deliver the goal for them. I just got that feeling when I was watching the game. I was like, yo, if they keep doing, I mean, you gotta guard him. And if you guard him, it looks like he got great players around him too. But he the only one that's been on the biggest stage in basketball on that team. So you talk about the Olympic finals, all that, NBA playoffs, all that. He actually had a dagger in the NBA playoffs. Niggas forget, like that year Orlando won. Yeah, game 1, they actually beat Orlando in the first round, and he had a dagger. So motherfuckers forget. Like he's a big time player. So he took over third quarter, second quarter, fourth quarter, hit everything. But when he just missed one shot, the way he got mad at himself for missing one shot, I was like, yeah, that's a real competitor right there. So that was beautiful to see, actually. So shout out to Fournier, man. He was doing his thing, man. So it's a couple games left of the round, this last round that's going to be played today. So at first I was thinking about waiting and then just do a video for the whole round, but it's like, you know what? I'm going to give you up 2 videos. So I'll probably drop a video Sunday morning. Let's see. I'm going to drop a video for the rest of the game because these are the last games of the regular season. Like NBA, they're getting close to it and then they're going into the playoffs. And they got the same format like NBA, which I didn't know. So they have play-in. From the 6 first teams are set, and then it's a play-in, and then the playoffs start. So I think the EuroLeague play-in is gonna be super exciting, to be honest. I can't wait to watch those games, man. So I'm really excited for those games. Yeah. So then the last game that I watched, they was what they call. Yeah, so they have Paris. Yeah, Paris. I saw that. I just got a big text message that distracted me a little bit. We got Paris against who they play, man. Damn, listen, guys, I've been up all night. Like I haven't slept, so I'm tired as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Oh shit, yeah, this tells a lot, man. I'm so tired. I don't even remember who they played. They played Berlin. So Paris, it was a must-win game for them too, because if they lost, they would be out of the play-in or still. Oh no, they'll still be in the play, but you don't want to be the 10th seed. So they had to win the game. They played against Alba Berlin. Berlin just came up with pride just to play and did alright. Berlin did alright, but Paris is like. Yeah, they're on another level, man. It's like a show with them. Like I think it's the first season in EuroLeague. Like the whole arena, everything looks nice. So it's not a game that we need to dig into. Listen, DJ Shorts, I'm rooting for him. Like, I don't know if I'm rooting for Paris. I'm not rooting for any team. Let's get that straight. Because all these teams that I'm watching are nice. That's the nice part of this EuroLeague thing. I'm not really rooting for any team because I'm not from one of the cities and those countries, none of that. But I may lean to Paris. So just because of that, they want to start. They just play so fast, man. You can tell when you turn that game on, like the game is moving on a lot of tempo. And that's because of TJ Shorts. Like he reminds me of a lot of players. Let's put it that way. Like he's right now, I think he's the top leader in assists in the whole EuroLeague. So for first year, like he been carrying that team big time. He's carrying that team. He's the best player on the team for sure. Then Giffey is doing his thing too. Giffey is smart shooter, like smooth shooter, all that. Like yeah. So Paris beat them. Listen, it was a dominant game. Like they dominant win. My bad. Like they won, but they were up 20 the whole game. But the final score probably got to like 10 points, something like that, because Berlin was fighting to the end, which is respectable. Like we did that. So shout out to Paris. Shout out to Berlin. Good job with this tournament. I didn't watch y'all like that, but I'm gonna catch up. I'll probably go to a game next year live. Probably. I'm gonna show up to a lot of games the next EuroLeague season for sure. So give y'all a little glimpse, blah blah blah, in the future. And so yeah, so it's a bunch of games today that's supposed to be that matters actually. So Panathinaikos, they got a game today, which is the Red Stars, which is gonna be a big game, and Istanbul. So Istanbul, they in between, like it wasn't other games that got played today, but I didn't watch that. I can't watch all games at the same time. Like Barcelona, I think they played today. Monaco played. Monaco had some thriller, like from what I read, and Real Madrid had a big game. They won. So the teams that were supposed to win won the games. That's what it was, to be honest. And let's jump to big game. Luka going back to Dallas. I'm a little late on that, but yeah, the game was played like maybe 24 hours ago. But yeah, anyway. So listen, we all know that trade was crazy, stupid. But I understand. I don't want to say the reason why that trade. I think the trade happened. Everybody was talking about the casino, blah, blah, blah. But it's a whole lot of things going into this, that trade. Not just the casino. Let's put it that way. Because there's a lot of things that's going on that's already set for the future. Let's put it that way. So he had to move to LA. Everybody. Luka in LA, everybody wins. So yeah, he was emotional, homecoming or whatever, returned to the first team, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was super emotional, but listen, let's get this straight. First of all, this is Luka. We talk about the best player on the planet. So, okay, talk to me. But I think him, Giannis, and Jokic are all the same. I'm not going to put one on top of that. So, he know who he is. And there's a reason why. Like, he always show up on the biggest stage. That's what's crazy. But he did his thing. So, you know what? I'm not gonna dig in too deep on that shit. Like, he did his thing. Y'all will see the highlights here. Then he dropped 45. Listen, this Luka. Everybody know what he did. But AD, nigga. Yeah. But listen, I gotta take a sip before I talk. No, what the fuck? Listen, the AD, it's like he don't understand why he got traded. Nigga, this is the reason why you got traded. Fuck it, nigga. Now we're going in. This is the reason why you got traded. First of all, you got a 40-year-old nigga on your team that's been more healthy than you since you got there. Yeah, he's take care of the body better than you. Nigga, you should fucking stay at his house if you have to. You should use everything that LeBron is using. You probably did some of it, but I don't think you did enough of it because, nigga, AD, you're supposed to be the best player on the planet. Like, you're supposed to be on the Jokic, Giannis, when the way niggas be talking about fucking Embiid and all them motherfuckers. Like, you're supposed to be the one. You were predicted to be the best player. So I'm not gonna let that shit slide like nothing, man. You got a ring, nice. And every time he balls, he looks like the best player on the planet. So for him to show up after all this, nigga, you gotta be on that Mamba mentality thing, especially when Luka got a home a tribute video. It wasn't no AD flags in the stands. They have fucking Slovenia's flag, which I respect, but you already there now. You gotta let them know. Every day you gotta justify why you got traded for the best player on the planet. You should have that mindset at least. So this is the type of game you gotta go 10 for 30 if you have. Not have 13 points and 10 rebounds and fucking laughing with LeBron. What the fuck are we doing? And so that's what's up. So we don't have to talk about Luka. Every time Luka got you on the switch, nigga, he let you know. When you got Luka on the switch, he fronted you like you're supposed to do, and you didn't even get the ball to post him up or dunk on it. Like, fuck, nigga. You're supposed to have, this is the type of game, nigga, you had this little 35 points against Atlanta Hawks, and like not anybody give a fuck about Atlanta Hawks like that. Yo, this game right here, first you didn't show up in LA. You showed up like Charles Barkley be saying every fucking season. Street clothes, nigga. And then, when Luka showed up to Dallas, nigga, you dropped 13 points. Fuck out of here. You know what? Listen, we done with that nigga. I'm not gonna talk about that. Fuck that. That's nigga. This I've been up all night. I'm actually dying. You can tell I got everything. So anyway, it's gonna be more NBA stuff. It's just been hot. Yearly thing been hot. NBA is no shaker right now. This whole regular season thing, like, it's gonna come down to the last game, and the playoff is gonna be a super bloodbath. Like, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna make some videos, of course, when it comes to before the playoffs. The playoffs gonna be lit. But I'm gonna let you know right now, OKC is going. They going out first, no matter who. I'm gonna let you know that right now. And I'm gonna let y'all know why I feel that. I really do believe OKC is going out the first round. Shea, get your MVP, nigga. Congrats, blah blah blah. But y'all going out the first round because the NBA is just weird. So, if y'all have any thoughts on that one, let me know what you think, man. Shit, but yo, thank y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all subscribers. Subscribe, you dig? Take care.